Assalamu alaikum. My name is Evan. I moved to Tucson about 3 years ago now. I've always had, from the beginning, what I consider to be I had my first existential crisis when I was 11. And from the beginning, I've always had what I consider to be a very average life. Now I was blessed. I had parents. I have parents who were very kind, very competent, and they, promised each other to stick together. We are non-denominational Christians. I'm the oldest of 3. They've always treated us well. But I've always kind of had this sort of sense that the world was a little bit too dull, a little bit too materialistic. And I've always, since a young age, been kind of searching for more magic in the world, literally and metaphorically. And my personal experience, I've always thought, other people have work when it comes to being able to succumb to various different experiences like hypnosis, or psychedelic drugs, or occult rituals, various types of fitna. But I never had the sort of emotional roller coaster breakthrough experiences that other people were able to manifest. Which, is kind of annoying because I was searching for magic in the world, and despite being a very logical and rational person, I couldn't find anything. So, as I lived my comfortable life, eventually, I had a nice PC, I had a nice sound system. I could stay up all night in my sort of room and play video games or watch videos or do whatever I wanted, really. For years at my job, I was very comfortable because I had a whole office to myself at night. And I've always, of course, been interested in philosophy with this inclination. And eventually, I wish I could say it was something that I discovered on my own and that I'm responsible for my opinion. But I was watching videos from a content creator that I've watched in the past for his non-Islamic content, and eventually he started making videos about Islam. And I never had any sort of preconceived notions. I never really took 9/11 or any other sort of negative experiences against Muslims that people might reference. I never really paid attention to any of that because I was smart enough to know that it wasn't really a religion that was responsible. But as I started watching these videos, which again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just kind of put this on my lap. I wasn't responsible for finding this. It wasn't my intelligence that allowed me to find the perfect life philosophy. It was just something that was given to me. And as I started watching it, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop watching videos. I couldn't stop watching street dawah videos or various other types of debates and stuff because it's airtight. What matters to me the most is this philosophy, religion, whatever you want to call it. Is it something that is internally consistent? Is it accurate? Does it have any flaws? Does it have any contradictions? Does it have any areas in which people are giving it a benefit of the doubt? Like, for example, how the Bible is, eventually it's constructed. It's a compilation of various works put together by men, interpreted by men. There's various different things. Even without talking about the actual, contents of it, you're already operating on faith that's accurate to begin with. And I still have, very, very poor skills in Arabic. I don't know almost any of it, but this is, even with just the English interpretations, I found Islam to be internally perfect, internally consistent. And it was there in that sort of office room that I didn't have any considerations about what would other people think. I didn't have any considerations about, how I would change my lifestyle or anything like that. It was just, it's about 3 Ramadans ago, right before Ramadan. Before the content creator that I was watching converted to Islam, I converted before him because there was nothing to really worry about. It was just, I had no reason to not do it because in my mind, it doesn't really matter. I never even talked to a Muslim before that. I never been into the message. I never even really interacted in any of the ways that people usually describe. It was for me, all that mattered is this correct? Is this internally consistent? Is this a worthy life philosophy? Is this a fate that I should submit myself to? and I couldn't answer no. So I said the Shahada there in my room alone, which apparently is not the usual way people want you to do it, but, and I did my best to participate in that Ramadan, but since then it's been a lot of life changes, and I've had to move to Tucson, I've had to get married, I've had to have a child, I've had to deal with various different medical trials. But I view it all as a gift, and that's the difference. I feel like I've always been different from other philosophers because it's very depressing, the nihilistic worldview that, you know, the materialisticness of nothing really ever having a purpose. But I've always had an optimistic worldview. I've always been, well, what I would say now is I've always been glad that, despite not having memories of the event, that I was a soul that had volunteered to take the test of being human, to have the opportunity to become less than an animal or more than an angel. I'm always glad for this opportunity, and I'm not going to succumb to a pessimistic worldview. That's, you know, inshallah. But,
Jazakallah khair. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
And please congratulate Brother Evan because he get a new baby, mashallah. And she is a beautiful, beautiful girl, and brought it her to me and made the tahniq for her. And alhamdulillah. And she loves the date. She's still a new baby, but when I put the date in her mouth, she like it, and she don't and touch my hand and do not move it. May Allah bless her. May Allah make her a good Muslim, a good da'iyah, inshallah. Thank you for joining us and talk about your experience. May Allah bless you. May Allah protect you. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. We are proud you are with us. Thank you very much. Please keep us in your dua because your dua is better than our dua because you are new Muslim.
And the one thing I'll add, my advice to him is, this has been really helpful for me, is to keep your iman growing and your attention pure and all that. I've always felt that it's better to, if you're praying, you know, just the mandatory prayers, try to pray one sunnah every day, change it up, make it different, and just make it kind of a habit to pray one more than what is mandatory. And if you're praying all the sunnah, pray one nafil. Just one more than what is mandatory, because that really helps you get out of the mindset of this just being a chore. You know? But that, you know, it's just my experience.
Thank you very much. This is very good.